Hello, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I have two things I want to say. First, I am really sorry that I did not put a video out on Tuesday, my Tuesday tag question. This past week I have been very unwell in various forms and was not able to put out the video that I wanted to do for today. But that's okay because today's video, I did want to do this video, I just never knew when I was going to do it. And the second thing I need to say is I did not intentionally match my library bags. That's a pretty close match. I promise you it was not intentional. I didn't even realize it until I sat down and I was doing the pictures for the thumbnail. I only have this on because it's probably the warmest thing I have right now. I have here two library bags. These are all library books. I have one's adult, one's young adult. I have a whole bunch of middle grade, which I've shown some of them. I also have a bunch of new ones. I have issues. I say this a lot, but I really think I have hoarding issues, and like it's a library book, it's really meant for everybody, not just me, but I think I have issues. But I think I have 5 books waiting for me at the library for me to go pick up. So yes, there will be more. It's a never-ending thing, right? All right, we're gonna start with the adult. Some of these you will have seen because I had them in I believe my January TBR, which means the end of December, which means some of them, actually a number of them, are going to be due very soon. Mainly Keeper of Magical Things by Julie Leong. This one I've shown a few times. This one's been on 2 TBRs, and I'm still going to try and get to it this month. We'll see. I have to get to it soon. I don't know anything about it. I don't really want to know anything about it. I will tell you what I can on these, but I purposely don't want to know too much. But this is in the same world of Teller of Small Fortunes, which I really liked. I think these are 2 of the characters that were in that book. Not sure. I will find out and tell you later. Really want to read that. Second Chance Convenience Store. It's super short, translated from Korean. I have been looking forward to this, and this one's going to be due fairly soon, I have a feeling. I don't know much about it other than there's a man who lives in the train station. He finds a wallet. He returns it to I'm guessing the lady who owns the convenience store, and they strike up a friendship or something. I don't know. We're gonna find out. How to Read a Book by Monica Wood. I found this because of Goodreads. I had logged in a book that I read, and this was if you liked this book, you might like this book kind of example. A few of mine are from that. This one, we are following 3 people. There is Harriet. Harriet is a retired English teacher. She now volunteers for the prison, providing books for prisoners. Frank, I was going to call him something else. Frank is a retired machinist who is still struggling with the loss of his wife and the less than perfect marriage that they had. I think that's what the book was trying to say. And then there's Violet. Violet has just been released from prison. She's the one who was driving drunk and had killed the wife. So they are all going to run into each other accidentally at a bookstore. I can't wait. It sounds emotional. The Bookbinder by Pip Williams, also a book about books, is, there's 2 sisters. This is historical fiction. They're twin sisters. They are Peggy and Maud. Peggy always feels like she needs to watch over Maud. They are both, this is World War I, 1914 in Britain, and they are working because all the men have gone off to war, and they work at a bookbindery. And Peggy is always being told that she needs to stop reading the books, that she needs to bind them. Maud loves binding books. I'm guessing she's going to get into trouble of some sort or something because it mentions how Peggy is always looking out for Maud. But Peggy's also looking down the street at the Oxford Women's College, and so she's got yearnings there, and it just historical. I like that. Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. This one, I saw people talking about it on BookTube. I've seen them lately, I think, talking about the second book. The second book sounds better to me, and I forget what the title is, but I have to read the first one first. I think the title is self-explanatory. I have no idea if that's true or not. Madeline Martin's The Secret Book Society. This was a Goodreads finalist for the year, so I was interested in it. This is, London, 1895, so Victorian. Trapped by oppressed marriages and societal expectations, 3 women receive a mysterious invitation to an afternoon tea at the home of reclusive Lady Duxbury. Higher Magic by Courtney Floyd. This is one that you probably have seen if you watched the video. I am sold on this by the little blurb at the very top where it says, irreverent and whimsical, dark academia. I'm sold right there. All I know about it is Dorothy Bartleby has one last chance to pass the magic program's qualifying exam. Again, irreverent and whimsical, I'm sold. I can't wait. This one, I'm still going to try and get to. I'm going to at least try and start it this month. I'm going to say that for about 3 books. I've heard, well, that's the second one already anyway. This is a book that I've had for a long time and really is going to be due very soon. The Library at Mount Char by Scott Hawkins. This is about Carolyn. I was going to call her something else. Carolyn lost both her parents and she has been taken in, I don't think adopted, by a man that they call father. And she has a lot of adopted siblings that I think also were parentless. It says, she and her adopted siblings have been raised according to father's ancient customs. They are each studying a certain topic and becoming experts at that topic, something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But now father is missing and they're going to find him, or she is going to find him. Just 2 more. Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. This one is about a boy whose father deals in antique books and he's allowed to pick one out. And so he does, and he picks a book called Shadow of the Wind, and he really likes it, so he starts trying to get books by that same author, only it seems like someone or a group of people are trying to destroy all of those books by that author, and this boy might have the very last book. Just curious about that one. The Full Moon Coffee Shop. This is Japanese. In Japan, cats are a symbol of good luck. As the myth goes, if you are kind to them, they'll one day return the favor. And if you're kind to the right cat, you might just find yourself invited to a mysterious coffee shop under a glittering Kyoto moon. Okay. So that's my 10 library books that I have not yet started. That's also a library book. Now for young adult, and I'm going to start off with the 2 that I kind of debated about not showing. I'm actually going to return both of these to the library today, but I'm also today going to put them on hold again because I actually meant to start this, All American Boys by Jason Reynolds. I meant to start this today, but it was due yesterday and I need to return it. So, and I know the library has multiple copies. I'll get it back in a day or so. So, looking forward to that. And then this one was also one I was going to start it this week, but is also due yesterday, literally. So I have to return it today, but I will put it back on hold. And it's A Time Traveler's History of Tomorrow by Kendall Culper. I debated about showing those, but I do currently have them, and I do intend to have them again. Aidan Thomas, Lost in the Never Woods. Wendy and her 2 brothers were lost in the woods. She's the only one that returned, and now more boys or kids, it says children, doesn't say boys specifically, but more children are going missing and the police are looking into Wendy. And that's all I know. This book, I saw a booktuber who was reviewing book 2 or book 3 in the series. I'm not sure how many there are. It sounded really good, so I went and put book 1 on hold. I wish, and I need to work on that, I wish I could remember which booktuber. But this is To Shape a Dragon's Breath by Monocle Blackgoose. It's 15-year-old Anarchus finds a dragon's egg. She lives on an island, a very remote island. Dragons are a good symbol on this island. Only the English don't think that she should have this dragon because she bonds with it when it hatches. They are going to try and take the dragon away from her. She strikes up a deal that she will go to the mainland and she will study in an English school. She will follow their rules and on how to raise the dragon. And if she doesn't pass, they will kill the dragon. So, dragons. It sounds really good. Angelica and the Bear Prince. I don't really know much about this. Trung Lee Nguyen. Other than Angelica was a girl who could do it all until suddenly she couldn't. Burnout hit hard. Now, after some very low moments, she's ready to get her life back together thanks to her friend and one very surprising source of comfort, a bear. And that's the bear right there. You can see another picture right there. It's a graphic novel. It should be very quick. I just need to sit down and commit some time to it. That was one of the ones that if you liked this book, you might like this book, as is this one. Since I put it on hold and since I've had it in my library bag, I have heard so much good stuff about this book. And I actually have the audiobook coming in any day now, probably next week. As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow. And I don't know anything about it other than our main character. It says she was a pharmacy student when the cries for freedom broke out in Syria, and I'm sold. The ratings on this are phenomenal. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous cover. This one we've seen before. In fact, I've had comments on it. I need to start it. It's just a graphic novel. The Raven Boys, I don't know anything about it other than it's a series and it's popular, and that's the graphic novel of the novel. So if I like the graphic novel, I might actually try and start the series. A Shot at Normal by Marissa Reichart. My daughter read this, and all I know about it is, what's the girl's name? Juniper Jade. Juniper Jade's parents are, let me give you a good shot of it. Juniper Jade's parents are hippies. They believe in organic only, and they don't believe in vaccinations. Juniper gets measles. She accidentally spreads it with tragic consequences. So she is going to try and get herself vaccinated, but she's still a minor. So, kind of timely. Also a graphic novel. I saw on my library homepage that they had new purchases, and they had a new purchase of like book 3 of this. So I picked out book 1. It's The Glass Scientist Volume 1. It's also a graphic novel. And I love this one sentence that said, young Dr. Henry Jekyll believes that mad scientists would thrive if they could just fix their public image. That sounds perfect. I love it. Not huge on the art style, but I'll give it a good try. That's 3 graphic novels. I could have those done so quickly. Last one. This is a book that I have wanted to read since it came out in 2005. 2005, that's a very long time ago. But the fact that the library still has it tells you that it's a popular enough book, it's still getting checked out. And this is Elsewhere by Gabrielle Zevin. I don't really know much about it other than you can travel elsewhere. So it's a magical realism, or maybe just plain straight up fantasy. And again, this is a book I have wanted to read since 2005, very, very long time. Also, another 10 books. So 20 books, not even counting my middle grade books that I have. And I want to read all of these now. I do, I really do. I have that one that I'm reading, that one that I started, but I need to restart it, and that one that I need to do. I have not had a great reading month. So if you think I should prioritize any of these besides the ones that are going to be due, let me know. I would really love to hear from you. Have you read As Long as the Lemon Tree Grows? If you have read As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow, I can't even get that out. I would love to hear from you. I want to hear how good it is. I know I'm setting my expectations up really high, and that usually fails me, but I can't help it right now. I think I might also just prioritize the graphic novels so that I can return them and not have 10 books. And again, I have, I think 5, might be 4, could be 5 books sitting on the shelf waiting for me. So I'll get those when I return those too. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.